And I thought the ball was short where the guy had, couldn't catch it. But then the guy caught it, and it just everything inside of me just left me. And I was empty. I was really empty after that one. But I was still proud of my guys because they fought to the end. But it was just very disappointing because we played well enough to win, and we just one or two things we just didn't do, and that cost us from securing the victory.
Yeah, well, you have to have a short memory and just keep it moving. Now, moving forward, as we approach the offseason, what are some of the things that you're going to have to do to get this team moving in the right direction, whether it be from a recruiting standpoint or even a maturity factor?
Well, the number one thing, no matter who we recruit or bring in, no matter what their talent level is, if the core of this team does not mature, then, we're going to have some major issues. That's the main thing, maturity. We got to mature at a rapid rate in order to have some success next season. So I'm going to have to spend a lot of time doing a lot of seminars with our guys and bringing in speakers and just doing different activities that'll get our guys to mature as a football team. And that's what we need more than anything. I think we have the talent to win. We went toe-to-toe with everybody. We lost, 4 games by 7 points, and another 3 games by, I think, 4 points. So we are right there. We're right there. And when you see a team that have lost ball games like that, that's a team that has not matured enough to finish. So we got to mature this offseason as a football team. Each and every individual in this program has to mature. And if we could do that and then have a couple of good additions, when it comes to talent, then we have an opportunity to hopefully get this program going in the right direction because the support is there. Everything we need is there. The facilities, everything. So, we got the academic woes out of the way. We just got to mature. That's the number one thing. And I told my team that already going into the Turkey Day Classic. Guys, we have to mature as a football team if we want to be a championship team.
Nah, you know what you got to do? You got to get them in the octagon, Coach. They ain't seen you in the octagon. hey, them boys in Montgomery don't know about Brian Jenkins, the MMA dude. You got. No,
they don't.
Yeah,
they don't. They don't.
You got to do that in Montgomery like you did down in Daytona and let them see.
I tell you what, we got something special planned in the off season, and I tell you what, that was one of the secrets that we did at Bethune-Cookman is in the summertime. The players did jiu-jitsu training, and it taught them how to handle pressure situations, how to think their way through, because it puts you in very uncomfortable positions, and you really had to think your way through. So, it's funny that you say that, but it's all actually true. That was our edge at Cookman, was the jiu-jitsu training, and it not only helped our core strength, it helped our mental strength. And so, but I got some things already planned for this off season. I've talked to our strength coach. He's in agreement with it. And then if we can get that edge of maturity on the mental end, man, I think we could be a pretty good ball club in the future.
Absolutely. This is the HBCU Report. Rob Calloway on the line right now with Brian Jenkins. He is the head football coach of the Alabama State University Hornets. It is homecoming on the campus of Alabama State University. Turkey Day Classic going down tomorrow, the 93rd annual Turkey Day Classic, 4:00 Eastern kickoff on ESPN3. They'll be taking on Miles College, the Golden Bears of the SIAC, tomorrow. Now, of course, this is the Turkey Day Classic. Is it like, and I just keep calling it the 93rd annual Turkey Day Classic, is this some memo that I have to say like Steve Harvey presents?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you do. But Steve Harvey is a big part of this Turkey Day Classic. I tell you what, he's brought Hollywood to Montgomery, and it's been phenomenal, man, at the job that he's done. Just think about it. This morning we had the Steve Harvey Morning Show live on campus, and had to participate in that, and just the other different events that he has going on, building up to the Turkey Day Classic. So that's the big part that Steve Harvey is taking over, is just the venue before the game. Mm-hmm. And I tell you what, and that's attracting other stars and just other very important people, not only to those events, but also to the game. So it almost turns into like a double Magic City Classic. Mm-hmm. You got the Magic City Classic with all the stars and the big events, and then you got the Turkey Day Classic, which is our homecoming as well. So you could just imagine what the atmosphere is like right now down here, and imagine just how the energy that is floating around this place right now, man. And I tell you what, when you take the Turkey Day Classic, a rich and historic event, and you add the homecoming to it of ASU, and then you add Steve Harvey to it and all the different events that he's brought, man, you're talking about a major week of festivities and just a major event. So you're talking about the Turkey Day Classic with the inclusion of Steve Harvey and homecoming. Man, it's big. And now you get the conclusion of it with the game on Thanksgiving of Alabama State Hornets going against Miles University. Man, you couldn't ask for a better setup.
Now, I hear the excitement in your voice, so you feel like it was a good move, right? We don't go into detail about what, but you feel like it was a good move.
I think it was a great move. I think it was a great move. I mean, Steve Harvey is the hottest thing in Hollywood right now. No matter male, female, no matter what's your background, he's the hottest in Hollywood. And he's a guy that's very personable. And a guy that really cares. And I'm not going to tell you all the things that he's doing outside of the venues for Alabama State or the students here, but he's doing some very important things that a lot of other people that are in his position to do have not done. So he's one of those guys that's not only talking about helping, but he's actually helping. Him and his partner Greg Calhoun, who's an alumnus of Alabama State, are really getting it done. So I think it's a great thing. I really do. I don't think you could have made a better decision than to link up with Steve Harvey and have all these events and all these things taking place. To put Alabama State, on a nationwide forum. Gwendolyn Boyd was on his show and did an impressive job. And, I just think it's a first-class thing. I think it's a wonderful thing that has taken place. And I just pray that this thing continues to grow and really get bigger and bigger. How many people could say they had a chance to play 18 holes of golf with Steve Harvey?
Right.
And then you can turn around the next night and have a powwow with him. And it's really the type of guy Steve Harvey is, man. He plays golf. He comes in and he sits down at a table where he barely knows the people there. But before the end of the day, he knows each and every one of them. He talks, he laughs, he jokes with them. Then he gives them Steve. And in return, they give Steve whoever they are.
Right.
Just a very personable guy. Not Steve the star, but just Steve the man. And that's why I think it's first class, because it gives, other people a chance to meet him and see what he's about. It gives our students an opportunity to actually have hands-on and sit in a guy's face that's done it and can tell you how to do it and can tell you what happens if you do it the way you're supposed to do it. So not only do you get the benefit as a university with notoriety, not only do you get the benefit as a university financially, not only do you get the benefit as a university where the environment of your homecoming is increased, but you get the benefit as a university where your students can mingle with a guy that's the hottest in America right now and give them advice on how to do it, how to be successful. That's why I think it's a wonderful thing with combining with Steve Harvey, and I think it's a wonderful thing with the interest that he's taken in Alabama State University.
Well, did he bring some of that bacon? Did he bring y'all some bacon, some of that Steve Harvey bacon?
Steve can't go anywhere without that bacon, man. You know that. I mean, look at him. He can't go anywhere without that bacon. But absolutely, he's brought the bacon and many other things here. And I tell you what, man, it's just first class. It really is. It's just first class. And the way he's treated me has just been amazing. He's treated me like he's known me for his life, entire life. And, when we see each other, he greets me. Of course, we're part of one of the greatest fraternities, or should I say the greatest fraternity out there, Mega Psi Phi fraternity. But both of us are mega men. But besides that, he treats me like he's been knowing me his entire life. And I just think that's first class when you got a guy of his caliber that's willing to say, hey, listen, look past my stardom. Both of us are men. I respect you, and I'm gonna show you that respect. And I just think the world of him as a person. I really do. I think the world of him, and I think that speaks volumes about his core values and what he stands for. So that's another reason why I think it was the right decision to partner up with him.
Well, you know what, and I hope for the university's sake, I hope that it continues to grow by leaps and bounds. I mean, because sometimes, and I know that you've probably seen this being down in Montgomery. Like Alabama State is one of these places it's all about tradition. They want things to go the way that it went in 1965. That was my experience, at Alabama State, was that they were heavy on tradition. And, just like when, President Boyd moved the, Turkey Day Classic away from Thanksgiving, for the whole, if the team was eligible for the playoffs, the team could go to the playoffs or whatnot,
Right.
Because you had to be progressive, you had to think certain things through, and, everybody was outraged about it, but sometimes you have to do certain things in order to, move a university forward. So, like I said, it was a great idea. It sounded like a great idea to me. I hate that there's so much, there's been so much negativity down there, behind closed doors, about this situation. But, anyway, there is a game that has to be played, Coach. There's a game
absolutely.
Yeah, there's a game.
Absolutely.
And Reginald Ruffin, has his Golden Bears ready. So come tomorrow, when the Hornets line up against, the Miles College Golden Bears, what are some of the things, that you see in Miles that you guys have to pay close attention to? And what are some of the things that, you all are going to have to do in order to win this thing?
Well, first of all, let me say this. Our prayers goes out to Coach Ruffin.
Absolutely.
He's going through a tough time.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to go into detail, but
he told us already. Situation. Yeah, he told us on the show already. Yeah.
But I tell you what, my prayers go with him. That's the toughest of tough. And I'm really praying for the brother, first class individual. And I just really feel bad that this is transpiring, to anyone, but to a man like Ruff, man, it's just hard. So I really, my prayers are going out for him, and hopefully a miracle will take place. But regardless of that, I know he's still going to have that team prepared and ready to play. He's a very detailed and disciplined coach. His football team exemplifies him. That's what his football team does. They're exemplifying him. And when I say that, I mean you got a tough football team that's disciplined, that's detailed, and they're going to fight and scratch and play you every play, and they're going to play from the beginning to the end to achieve victory. So we're going to have to make sure that we got all of our fundamentals in line, and we're going to have to make sure that we got all of our bases covered and that we bring our A, because this football team plays for their coach, and they're exemplifying their coach in the way they play. And so I know that. I mean, watching film last year, we were very, very impressed with what we saw. And we came out and was able to put on a good show and come away with a victory. And we know it's going to be an even tougher task this year. So, we know what we're up against. But once again, it's going to be a good football game. And I'm really looking forward to playing it. But yet, I still, will be coaching this game with a heavy heart because, the coach across the field, I know he's going through a tough time. But, we'll definitely have him in our prayers as we go into this game.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, hey, Coach, look, man, I wish you all the best, but I don't want you to win. I wish you the best. That's my man. Yeah, I love Coach Ruffin. I mean, he's a real first class individual. So yeah, we all definitely are keeping him in our prayers because he's going through a tough time, and then trying to coach this team up at the same time. It's I could only imagine. I could only imagine. But yeah, man. So he is Brian Jenkins. head football coach of the Alabama State University Hornets. It goes down tomorrow, the 93rd annual Turkey Day Classic versus Miles College, 4:00 Eastern kickoff on ESPN3. And look, Coach, I can't even lie. You know, you've been talking all this Steve Harvey talk. You know, it's one person